What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming. Today is the last video on the channel until Saturday because I am going out of town. So today's video is massive because I'm covering everything you need to buy, not just today, but all week. We're going to go day by day on things that you need to invest in FC25 Ultimate Team to finish out Future Stars promo and to enter Grassroots Greats, which is coming out on Friday. We already know that Maradona is leaked for that promo. We've got a Barbo, Gervinho, Doumbia, and there's so many other big players that are going to be very exciting for what seems to be one of the most nostalgic promos in the history of Ultimate Team. But before we get there, we've got so many different cards regarding Team of the Week and Future Stars that I think that you need to be investing in. So if you're excited for today's video, do not forget to drop a like on the video right now. We're going to shoot for 250 likes. Let's hop into it. Do you need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Then go to u7buy.com. It is the quickest, most reliable, and the safest platform on the internet. Big creators use it. It has the best reviews. And if you use my code NITRO, you're going to get an extra 8% at checkout. You can even get specific players you want to add to your Ultimate Team straight from u7buy. And if it's your first time, you'll get a newcomer's bonus added to what you get. Link down below. Let's start today's video with the number one way to make coins in Ultimate Team, and it's not even debatable because evolutions have absolutely taken over this game ever since Team of the Year. I'm not saying that they were irrelevant at all. They've obviously been a big factor for making coins since the very beginning, but I'm just saying, like, in general, since Team of the Year, the evolutions are the new meta, and all the cards that can fit into the evolutions skyrocket in price, whereas the meta market takes a bit of a hit every single time an evolution drops for their position, like left back. Unless they fit the evolution, then they go down in price, but all the cards that fit the evolution skyrocket up in price. And we've already started investing in certain cards from previous Team of the Weeks that we thought are going to go up for future evolutions. And one of those cards, if you guys remember, was Rolfo. I told you guys when this card was down at like 26,000 coins, sure, it was up a little bit because of the Team of the Week fodder cards going up in price to like 26K during Team of the Year. But ever since this card was under 30K, we've been shouting it out. It took about a week for it to finally be used in an evolution, so it was a bit of a hold. But that card has now shot up to 46,000 coins, and it's not the only left back that has done so. If you take a look at popular evolutions for the Attacker's Instinct evolution, which is a maximum of 88 rated, and that's a very important aspect of the evolution to take note of, because it's now the second evolution to require a maximum 88. We saw Star Power 2 earlier this week, where all of the future stars that were between 87 and 88 rated were being used in Star Power 2. It took our investments for Bergvall, it took our investments for Scalvini and for Connor Bradley and all of the cards that weren't quite 89 rated like Miguel Gutierrez, but you can see all of the future stars cards on our transfer list right there that benefited from that evolution. Well, now we've got another one, and this time it adds a left wing position as well as 1 to 2 play styles for a left back. And here are all the players that have skyrocketed in price. Let's take a look at Lewis Skelly because he's an investment we talked about in yesterday's video. Well, this card, which can also play center mid, gets added a bunch of attacking stats. Now, he's already too quick, but his shooting goes up from 77 to 84, from 87 passing to 88, and from 89 dribbling to 91. Now, this card has gone up to 70,000 coins. Now, he was about 55K yesterday, just about 55K. I think we shouted him out at about 60,000 coins. So he's definitely up in price. I do believe he will go higher after he goes out of packs on Wednesday. So don't be deterred by this investment, by the way. I do think that Lewis Skelly still goes up more out of packs. Whether he drops or not before Wednesday, there could be some opportunity today at 6 p.m. UK or even Tuesday at 6 p.m. UK. But on Wednesday, I do expect that card to start rising. Nonetheless, there's some other cards in this evolution, especially the ones that can also play center mid, like Petit. This card in Attacker's Instinct has taken this 87 rated Petit and taken him from 77 pace all the way to 92, 77 shooting to 84, passing and dribbling to 88 and 91. That is one of the best cards that you can use at center defensive mid now, and his maximum, of course, is 160K. So you're not going to be able to really snipe that card until they update his price range, but nonetheless, you see a trend here with those cards that can both play left back and center mid, like Guerrero is another one right there, have been boosted a ton. And with that incisive pass, as long as the card doesn't already have two skill moves, or two playstyle pluses, excuse me, like Lewis Skelly, they get added the playstyles of incisive pass and the quick step plus, like this Camavinga card, which is taken from that 83 rated to 90, and that card is spectacular with that upgrade. We've also seen even this Camavinga card go up in price a little bit because of it. He went from basically discard price up to 2K. Nothing crazy significant about that, but just to see an 83 rated Fodder card move up so much because of an evolution at this point in the game is pretty incredible to see. But what does that mean for us in terms of these investments? Well, it means that we need to be going over and taking a look at other positions that are maximum of 88 rated, especially those that are hero cards and maybe even those icons between the ratings of 86 and 88 rated. And what I like to look at right now, since we haven't had a center back evolution since that Team of the Year Evo that came out a couple days before Team of the Year actually dropped, I think that center backs are due for an evolution. And so it makes me think, all right, maybe cards like Ricardo Carvalho could be a great shout, because this is a card with not enough pace, and he's already got great defense. But if you boosted his pace and his physicality, a card for 29,000 coins, and the fact that hero cards are much more difficult to pack than the gold cards. I mean, I have not packed a hero card out of a non-guaranteed hero pack this year. Like, out of the 82 plus times 14s, I got no heroes. Like, out of all of the packs I've opened this year, I've gotten no heroes unless I was guaranteed to get a hero. And given the fact that he's already got the best playstyle plus for a center back in the game, that's why I look at cards like that. I'm not saying that he's the only option, but I look at cards like Ricardo Carvalho and I think, okay, well, he's capped at 55K. As long as he was able to fit an evolution that boosted his pace at all, he's going to go extinct because the cards are so rare in the game. And so you're looking at a card that can definitely go up about 26,000 coins right there, as long as he fits it into an evolution. And so I scroll down and I look at all of these and I consider those playstyle pluses of the Anticipate. And you can even sort by playstyle plus this year if you just click on it on Footbin and then click on where is the defending Anticipate right there. The playstyle plus, you can sort by the playstyles that you want to focus on. And so cards like Laurent Blanc, who's already up in price because of that evolution that you can use for the icons that came out last week. Take a look. This card was about 80K at his low point during Team of the Year, shot up to 170K. Looks like he could go extinct with another evolution. So there's not a lot of profit to be made on that card, unfortunately. But if you did want to use him in an evolution, he's probably going to go extinct like that Petite eventually. Maybe a card that you can club stock in case you wanted to do an evolution with him. Nonetheless, there's so many different options. Robert Andrich could actually be a great shout at this. 25,000 coins, and he can play center mid, center defense mid, or center back. So he can fit several different evolutions. He's got the Anticipate, and that really, really stands out to me right there. So many different options, so many ways that you guys can find cards on yourselves as well. All you got to do is go to Footbin, search the position and the 86 to 88 rating, and then look for cards that aren't quite meta enough right now, but with a couple of stat boosts from an evolution could be so much more expensive, like we saw with that Attacker's Instinct evolution. So that's one thing that you guys need to definitely be on the lookout for in the next couple days. Maximum 88 evolutions. Let's talk about future stars now, because these cards, which are still in packs from FUT Champs, even today and tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday morning, and then they get hit by Division Rival rewards. It's a very unique week to the game because we've never seen FUT Champs extended until Thursday morning, which means that the FUT Champs is basically out for 6 entire days of the week. And these cards are in packs until Friday. We've been added the mini release cards for this as well. So you've got cards like Incapie and cards like, who is the other one? Santi Jimenez is another one. John's daughter and Jean-Francois finish out the new mini release. But you've got cards like Incapie, which are not going to have quite as much supply as the full release cards. So I really like this as an investment come Thursday morning. He's obviously going to go a little bit lower, but he's already got two of the best play styles for a center back and great stats. So I do like that as an investment on Thursday. And if you're looking to buy Future Stars Team 2 cards, Thursday is the way to go for these guys. Thursday morning is going to be their low point, so buy those cards anytime around Division Rival Rewards, and you're going to be golden. I like the cards that are between the price of about 20,000 coins all the way up to about 200,000 coins, and I wouldn't really go over that at this current moment. I still think cards like João Neves, even cards like Diallo, could be a little bit too expensive. They could come down by Thursday and maybe go up out of packs, but I do like the cheaper ones like Murillo, Kirkez, Incapie, and even Santiago Jimenez right there is decent. I think that he needs to come down in price, but he will by Thursday. Now let's talk about cards that you can invest in right now. Obviously, Lewis Skelly is one of them we talked about, but I really do not dislike Kolo Muani. He's 23,000 coins right now, but he's still in packs until Wednesday, so you've got today at content and you've got tomorrow at content to be buying this card up. For 21K and less, you're looking at a great price on that. And on top of that, he could even go up because of just Team of the Week cards have hit 26K every single week for the past 3 weeks because of the upgrade SBCs. We saw the 82 plus times 20, then the 83 plus times 14. This card could go up a couple thousand coins just because of Fodder alone, but I think he's going to go up because he's meta enough, and he's got that quick step plus, he's got good links, and 23,000 coins just seems cheap. Of course, he could also fit some evolutions in the future. Imagine they boosted up, his shooting and his physicality a couple of stats, and you're looking at a card that's very, very OP. You give him, another play style like a finesse shot plus in the future, and bang, he goes to the moon. And not to mention his Thunderstruck card, which plays for a different team. We're going to come back to this in a minute, but he's at a different club now after the January transfer window, going from PSG to Juventus, which is where he got his Team of the Week card. This card right here, which is a Thunderstruck and a couple stats above him, is 180K, and if he fits into an evolution, he's still kind of cheap because the lowest he ever was 143,000 coins. That's not that much higher given the fact that it's going to be the best card for Kolo Muani at PSG for the rest of the year. So if this fits an evolution, you're not going to have any other opportunity to get an upgrade Kolo Muani for the rest of the year at PSG. And the reason that is significant is because we're going to also get a Dembele Player of the Month for Ligue 1. This is an SBC on the way. It's also an SBC people are going to be doing for sure, especially if his play styles are Rapid Plus and Finesse Shot Plus. Those are the best, honestly, play styles you can give away. You can give a winger right now. I genuinely believe that if those are the two play styles, this is going to be a very, very desirable SBC. They're definitely not going to price it as expensive as what we saw the Mbappe SBC a few weeks ago. Obviously, he's not Mbappe. I don't think they're going to even make this card 1,000,000 coins. And if we take a look at those stats with the pace, given the fact that that is the new meta, I think that this could be a very desirable card. And so PSG and French links are the way to go. And obviously, Kolo Muani, that's PSG, that's French, 88 rated right there. It's not too bad of a link. Of course, Kolo Muani is not the only PSG link you can go with. He is obviously both French and PSG, which makes him a little more desirable. And then you've got Zaire Emery, who I think is a solid investment at 30K. The couple reasons I like Zaire Emery a lot right now is because he's already slowly on the way up as an out-of-pack meta card. Of course, he can fit into some evolutions that are being used right now. Nothing that fits his card perfectly, where this card gets taken to the moon. His cap is 45K, which I think he can get close to hitting for sure. But I think that this card could easily go up to 37,000 coins in the next few days or the next week once this Dembele SBC comes out, because he's already on the way up. This is only going to help him go higher, and he can fit future evolutions that come out as well for anything that requires a center mid or center defensive mid. The only downside is I don't think we're due for a center mid evolution, so I'm not sure that's going to be the next position. I'm definitely more leaning towards center backs, which there aren't a ton of. that I think double up as a great investment in the center back evolution, but also for the Dembele player of the month. But it doesn't mean that cards like, I guess, Marquinhos's center back card here isn't a bad investment. I mean, that is a card that is capped at 85K, lots of room to go up in price, and probably, again, is slowly on the way up anyway. At 52,000 coins, go ahead and pick those cards up for as close to 50K or lower as possible, and you're going to be looking at some profit right there once that Dembele comes out, and or if a center back evolution comes out. Now, Lucas Beraldo is not going to fit any evolutions anytime soon. In fact, he doesn't fit any because of his rating, but he also is a great investment for future stars, in my opinion. He's already out of packs, and so he's kind of on his way up already. We've seen every single one of the future stars Team 1 players start to rise after they went out of packs, because he was 200K, and now he's 220. I think he goes even higher once this Dembele comes out. A little bit more risk on that card, though. And of course, you don't have the potential of having that backup boom because of the evolution, where you do have that for Marquinhos. So my favorite investments here are Zaire Emery and Marquinhos, but Kolo Muani's not bad, and Lucas Beraldo could possibly work out for you. So that's my take on those cards right there. So we've covered all of the new promos. We've covered all of the Team of the Week cards, but we haven't covered one thing, and that is going to be fodder cards. Now, fodder cards are still definitely what you need to be focused on in terms of Tuesday's content, because Tuesday's content is likely going to have another upgrade SBC. We've had it both of the last 2 Tuesdays, and we're seeing an expiration for 85 plus double upgrade and 81 plus double upgrade on today at content. Actually, it makes you think that we're going to get more upgrades today in 8 hours, but I don't actually think that's going to be the case. I think that we're going to see these upgrades on Tuesday, because that's what we saw. That was the pattern from last week, so that's the only thing that I can really point to say we're going to get these big upgrade packs again. So I think they're going to stay with the same pattern. These things expire on Monday, and then we get the big upgrades on Tuesday, which means that there's certain ratings that are definitely too low in price that we have to be taking a look at. Of course, 85s are up from about 3.5 to 4.2, but I think that if they require a specific rating of 85, or if they require an 85 rated team for the upgrades this week, those are cards that could go much, much higher. Of course, 84 rateds have gone up every single week because of these upgrade SBCs, especially the first week. But take a look at this over the last 2 weeks. Look at that rise in price from 1.4 to 3 or basically 4K because of those 82 plus times 20. Those cards definitely have a high ceiling. I'm not sure I love the 84s, though. I don't know if they're going to spike up like they did during Team of the Year. But keep an eye out for these cards. And then, of course, keep an eye out for the Team of the Week prices. Still 16,000 coins. I was hoping they would get down closer to 14K before we picked these cards up, but they shoot up to 25K every time they're required for these upgrades. So cards that are like 86, 87 rated, not a ton of risk here on cards like Anton and De Vrij. Anton and De Vrij, guys. Again, I'm going to say Anton and De Vrij. If you're going to invest in fodder cards, those are the cards that you should probably be looking at. They're center backs, and on top of that, 87 rated, on top of that, fodder Team of the Week. They combine for a lot of different potential rises. There's really going to be there's going to be something eventually that pushes those kind of cards up in price. So that's why I think that those are decent investments in comparison to buying these cards that are like 83 or 85 rated. It looks like all of the Team of the Weeks this week are 85 rated. I can't believe this is the first time I'm noticing that, but the Team of the Weeks used to be just 83 rated and above. Now they're 85 and above. So that is something to consider. But instead of investing in the 85s, invest in the 87s because they're a little bit more desirable. They help you get the rating more, and they can fit an evolution a little bit more likely. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. Again, I'll be back on Saturday morning with another video, so make sure that you guys are subscribed for that. And if you have any questions, then leave them down in the comment section below. I will get to them whenever I have internet access, which won't be all week. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys again then. Peace out.